This is the one and only cosmic narrator, William Starseed, here to tell you all about what's happening in Ethoria. So today, little Henry and his family were crushed by a boulder underneath the Ashen Vale Mountains. Oof, I feel bad for them. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Also right here, we see... Wait, what? The Tower of Dominaria fell? Why? Oh my goodness. Because 3 undead people sent the tank into the tower, crushing it. Oh, wow. Now that is some hilarious news. All right, let me see. What else? Oh, okay. 3 unsuspecting people are about to walk headfirst into a cult temple. Oh, wow. I feel bad for them. They might be next on the lunch menu. Anyway, this is your commentation on everything Ethoria. Again, this is William Starseed, the one and only cosmic narrator. Hello and welcome back to Roll for Rivals, the actual play podcast from Dice Clash Chronicles, where we proudly break the number one rule of D&D, never split the party, but with a twist. In the aftermath of chaos and hard choices, the echoes of past violence refuse to stay buried. In today's episode, vengeance pulls at old wounds, as the villains get chased across the desert of Del Fondo, while the heroes are drawn closer to the truths they may not be ready to face. With tempers flaring, motives colliding, and something ancient stirring beneath the surface, one question rises with the heat of the sun. Will questions be answered, or will more mysteries emerge? Welcome back to Roll for Rivals on the villain's side. Today we're here with Zane, Ozen the Oozin, the slimy remnants of what was once a hero, and Gabe, who is playing Eek Eekery, the master splinter undead player character of this world. We just finished escaping the train tank last episode, and also committed our second atrocity for the villains. We can scratch that off of the New Year's resolution. And today, we are actually going to maybe make headway to the objective. So, what do you guys do?
We do still have the one guy following us from the tank train that
That
is
is that is true. However, if your last known whereabouts are running away from the city, that's a pretty bad look, you know?
True.
And he's got to be the only surviving witness of that event. Like, he's going to sound crazy if he's like, it was a green slime and a rat. Like he's probably the prime suspect.
He is going to seem suspicious, and he for sure is the only witness, because everyone else would have been on that train.
The only witness, the only identified even humanoid anywhere near that. Like, I think he's cooked.
He might be cooked. Okay, so I guess we just need to lay low then.
Yeah. It wouldn't hurt just to take a nap underneath the sand for safety's sake. But honestly, if we slept on top of it, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing ever.
I was saying, in terms of hiding from him while we're trying to lay low, I feel like underneath the sand is probably a better option.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just like part of the boon with being undead is we can just pull the whole worm play.
Yeah, that's, use our undeadness to our advantage.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I think that might be a good call.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to stealth our way and try to hide, or like try to take a rest while underneath the sand.
Well, we talked about a couple episodes ago that you only need 4 hours of rest, and it's not like a true rest. It's more like an unconsciousness. So you're just kind of standing. You're still half alert. All right, so go ahead and both of y'all make stealth checks.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. That's not terrible. About a 16.
I got an 11.
All right.
11?
Yep.
Plus your mods.
Yeah, I got a really low roll.
Oh dear. Okay.
So, actually, I got a nat 1, but I'm not gonna tell the DM. No, I'm just kidding. Am I? So you guys, you half bury yourself in the sand and keep a lookout. However, you notice Balshot, instead of burying himself in the sand, he starts hovering, and he points his feet at the ground to make like a drill, and he literally screws himself into the dirt, into the sand. He only made it about halfway. The entire upper half of his torso is still visible.
Well, ball shot. That was a fine effort. Get some rest, I suppose.
Will do. So you see him just kind of turn his eyes off, basically, and you see him drop his chin. So you guys are gonna rest for 4 hours.
Ready to have full health again. Sheesh.
There we go.
Yeah. Some of my abilities back.
So yeah, you guys kind of go into a quick little hibernation.
We don't quite get that REM sleep.
And during that hibernation, you hear, "I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!"
Oh, you kidding me? I start to
And-
get myself out.
You see, it's just, are you freaking kidding me? Just brushing the dust off abruptly. So yeah, as you do that, you look to your left and you see the hobgoblin that you pushed out of the train, dragging his sword behind him because he's so weak, dragging this plate armor, just completely exhausted. He sees both of you now. He only saw Balshot, but now he sees both of you since you got out of the dirt. So I'm gonna get you, slime. I'm going to get you. And he kind of drags his feet to you guys.
You might be the greatest imbecile I have ever seen in my entire life. You either have a death wish or 6 neurons firing right now. I'm going to try to intimidate him by brandishing my great sword.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you want me to roll?
Yes, please.
No. My intimidation is not as what I stoked it up to be. Teacher,
Yeah.
what does a 9 get me?
Sadly, nothing. Yeah, nothing. So you brandish your sword, and then he gets pretty close to you guys, about 20 feet away from you. I imagine that y'all are like in a line, like the Three Stooges on the side of the road. So so you just kind of pop out individually. So he's staring directly at Ozen the Uzun right now. He pulls out his sword and points it towards Ozen. He says, "You are mine, dragon slop."
Dog, I literally shot you out of my ass. You can either turn yourself back to Del Fondo, or I'll put you in the ground and shoot you out again.
He then, in a military-style way, he grips his sword with 2 hands. "Lucky for you, we're already in Del Fondo. You ignorant scum." Yeah, Del Fondo's the country.
Ah, I see. Well, anyways, I roll to attack.
All right, everybody roll initiative. I'll go ahead and give you guys like the benefits of a full rest, because I think it would have taken him 4 hours to get to you guys. But it is the dead of night. Like, the moon is directly above you guys.
Nice.
Let's see.
I got a 17.
Ooh. I got a 10 plus 2, 12.
12.
CC. Ooh, I can hear those metal dice.
Eh,
You like it?
Yeah.
I just like
I got,
that you like it.
I got a 19 for the hobgoblin, and I got
What?
Shut your mouth! Don't freaking... Don't doubt your dungeon master.
No, I just love the image of this half awake, like exhausted hobgoblin, and then just actual flames come out of his eyes. That's that indomitable hobgoblin spirit right there.
Oh gosh. You really caught me off guard with that one. What's his face? Freaking Balshot got a 7, and the hobgoblin got a, what did I say, 19?
Yeah.
All right. So it goes me, Gabe, Zane, and then Balshot. All right. Let the battle begin. So he's gonna charge you, Zane, and immediately do a slash attack on you. I'm doing the maths. All right. That is the first attack. He's gonna do a multi-attack, and his lowest one was 20.
Are you? What in the
Oh
hell?
my god.
Did he just take some hobgoblin cocaine?
All right.
Yeah,
was,
no, all of that is.
All right. He dealt 15 damage, and that was his first attack. So that one is an 18 and a 27.
Yeah.
Does the 18
almost
hit?
All of them.
I have to roll with disadvantage.
Well, doesn't it go to the runner if my AC is 18?
Yes.
Yeah, they all hit.
All right, and then the second one does 17 damage. So he goes for a downward slash and then a horizontal strike.
Ozen completely has taken him for granted. He is currently unconscious. There's no rebuttal.
Nah.
Oh, Pig Filth thought he could flush me down a toilet and think that was the last of me. Well, I'm back again. And he's going to rotate his sword to where the blade is angled at the ground, and he's about to execute Ozen. So it is now Gabe's turn.
All right, let's see. So, let's see. Ozen, you're almost dead, aren't you?
Not quite. I have -1
Oh,
of
okay.
negative 31 plus the death
Oh.
save, so
Okay.
I'm just mostly dead.
Mostly dead. It's like, are you gonna be able to do anything on your turn after I get done with mine?
Negative. Just roll death saves and hope I don't
Okay.
die.
Okay. So my thing is going to be mainly just try to deal with him and make sure that he doesn't finish you off.
That would be preferable, but but whatever Ikari is gonna do, he's gonna do.
That gets rid of my plan that I was initially thinking. I guess, let's see. I will try to go ahead and use one of my key points to try to come up to him and use the flurry of blows.
A hood classic.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Alright, attack roll. Come on, computer. I got... Let's see. I don't think that's gonna work. I think I got a 13.
A 13. That does not hit, I'm sorry.
Boo.
Yeah,
Boo.
I was gonna say if the hobgoblins were in plate armor.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess I will take just a bonus action of just getting in front of Ozen to see if I can try to prevent the next attack that's going at him.
Oh,
Sure.
What a homie.
Yeah, so you go ahead and do that. You jump right in front of him.
If Ozen was conscious, he would he would commit this action.
You're one of the Doom Squad. It is now Balshot's turn, and what he's going to do is he's going to cast Ray of Sickness on you, Zane.
Oh, so am I dead, or does this heal?
So, you automatically fail because you're down, so I'm going to go ahead and roll. Zane, you gain 13 health points. Does that take you out of the negative?
See, I was only -1.
So, Balshot, he goes, "Oh crap!" And he pulls out his staff, and he wafts the staff in a circle, and you notice a gaseous cloud filled with flies forms from the circle, and then it floats its way down to Zane, to your kind of like goopy little puddle. You then absorb the gaseous cloud, and you feel yourself get stronger. All right, so, Zane, I was supposed to make you roll your death save, but that's okay. He was going to revive you anyway. It is now his turn, and yes, he's going to attack you.
You being me?
No, Gabe.
Gonna attack me.
Oh, I see.
I got a crit fail. So
Okay.
Oh, thank
I got
God.
scared.
Yeah, I did too.
he's going down for a stab on Zane. But after being revived and with you being there, Gabe, Ikari, he grabs the top of the hilt and forces the blade away from Ozen the Uzin and into the ground. So you not only use your strength, but you use the Hobgoblin General's momentum to stab the blade in the ground. So now he has to use his turn to remove it from the ground.
Oh,
Heck yeah. Alright, let's see.
Mr. Ikari.
Is this time for random bullcrap attack? Let's see.
Your arsenal is not random bullcrap attacks.
No. Your arsenal's not random. It is definitely specialized.
Yeah, I hyper specialized. One might say.
I would just go ahead and just do a second key point to try to use the Fury of Blows again. Let's see.
Nothing wrong with the Hood Classic.
Nothing
Oh my
wrong at
god,
all.
my rolls are terrible today.
Yeah, save me.
It's an 11. The 13 didn't hit, 11's not going.
All right, you get 2 more.
Okay, I hit with one of them, I'm pretty sure, because it would be a 21.
Ooh, you definitely hit. So the 2 definitely don't hit, and your last one does hit. So go ahead and roll damage. You go in for several blows. He dodges every single last one of them except the 3rd one, which you get a swift right hook on his jaw.
Okay, so that would be 7 damage.
After you sling that right hook at him, you see just a tiny cut on his... Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm not referencing Thanos.
I was
Okay.
immediately thinking
It's gonna sound like I am,
Yeah.
but I ain't. All right. So get that out of your head. So you do a right hook and you just do like a little tiny cut on his cheek, and he looks at you and he says, "All right, you want to fight like that? I've been in the military for so many years. You don't think that I can't get down and dirty? All right, watch this." And Zane, it is now your turn.
How about you watch me? And then I raise my sword over my head and hopefully bring it down on his. I rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what does a 16 get me?
Nothing. You go for an
Sad.
attack, and he uses the palm of his hand to catch the blade.
Oh, yeah.
So it is now Balshot's turn.
I was like, question. If he tries to catch Ozen the Uzin's arm, could he just like jelly his arm through it and catching it?
Yeah, he could actually, but he can't do it right now though.
No, man.
So, first of all, before Balshot even takes his turn, he's going to take a reaction, and he's going to use a spell called Hemorrhage.
I don't like the spell.
As long as it's not me.
It's gonna if it passes, it's gonna sound a lot graphic than it actually is. It's actually pretty tame.
I just didn't like how close it sounds to hemorrhoids.
I want. No way did that pass. Oh, it didn't pass. Okay, good. He failed the save. So this is what happens. Yeah, so the little cut that you just made on his face,
Nice.
you see like the cut on his face. You notice that the cut gets larger and starts bleeding profusely, and then even like a piece of blood kind of streams up and then turns into a dagger and stabs his eye.
Oh my god! What a horrifying sight.
It was like very cursed magic right there.
Yeah, even Ozen recoils in the horror.
You see him flinch a little bit, but it didn't do too much damage, so he's still kind of locked in.
But he's kind of like halfway blinded.
It is now his turn, and he's going to attack you, Zane, since he has your blade.
I mean, to be fair, I did ask him to focus on me.
Ooh. So, well, actually, this might still hit. I crit failed, however, I have a plus 10.
So you did 11?
Yeah. Does that hit?
No, I'm wearing plate armor.
This is how I imagine it. So anytime you get attacked, you just recoil and...
Oh, like retreat into the armor that's
Yeah.
inside of the jelly. That's actually
Yeah.
sick.
So like you
I
know
love
that,
that.
oh, this is such a goated reference. I'm so on top of it today with references. But sorry, I had to do some self glazing there. Have you seen that anime Delicious in Dungeon?
Ooh, I
I
actually
know
watched
of
part
it.
of it.
Oh, then I won't spoil then. But for those of you listening, if you've watched Delicious in Dungeon, you might recall what I'm saying. But it's actually an early episode. But anyway, so anytime you get attacked, you just like recoil into your armor. So what happens is, hoping to like pull you in, and he goes in for a left hook, but he's just not strong enough, and he falls on the ground, and he's now prone. And you see him on the ground struggling to get up. So I'm actually going to roll for this. Okay. He successfully stands up after falling over, but he looks exhausted. What does Ikari do?
All right. Ikari. Let's see. He's already exhausted. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just go in for a regular unarmed strike, and then after that, if it hits, I don't think that's gonna hit.
You know what just occurred to me, Judah?
Mm-hmm.
If you're making an unarmed strike with your fist, are you technically dual wielding? Because you have to.
I guess. I guess so.
It finally occurred to me after like a whole year and a half of playing Among Us.
Think about it like this. You're not actually like using, you know, like when people are dual wielding, they'll do like a slash attack with both hands, or they'll do like a slicing attack with both. Or,
Yeah.
so like, it's more like you're fencing because you'll swap hands. You know,
Or
because like you're not gonna
you
punch
could
with
use
both
a
hands like
rope.
Superman.
Yeah.
I am a monk. I could do the full on like slams knees on the ground, just full like arms tucked away to the side, just like just freaking.
True. You could just like the 1-inch punch. Bam.
Yeah. Which basically what I'm doing is almost gonna look like a 1-inch punch because I got a 13 again for the attack roll.
Oh,
Then yeah, it just kind of bounces off his armor. It is now Zane's turn. What do you do?
I will. Is he still holding my greatsword, or did he fall?
No, he let go of it, fell, and then got back up.
Okay, excellent. I will brandish it once again and go, I've had enough of you. And I roll a D10.
Yeah.
What is it, 12? Get me?
Nothing.
Oh,
Your
What the f are these rolls?
your
I'm right there with you.
your hand blade comes down on his chest plate. It stabs into his chest plate, and he grabs your arm. All right. It is now Balshot's turn.
Alright, I'll shout. Woo!
Balshot. He draws a star rune in the air. It shatters. A skeletal hand appears, and it floats its way towards the hobgoblin general. And Balshot says, "Chill touch." So I'm going to make an attack roll now. I got a 22. Good gravy.
Yeah, neither one of us are doing that great right now.
So the skeletal hand grabs the hobgoblin's throat, and you see it burn kind of like bones into his throat. And he takes 12 points of damage, and his health is permanently lowered by 12 points.
Ooh.
Okay, it is now his turn. He has your arm already. So he's going to pull you towards him and try to headbutt you. And he got a 19. Does that hit?
It hits.
And he deals 6 damage. Now that, like, once he headbutts you, your axe hand kind of drips out of his chest plate, and now he's going to turn his attention to Ikari. He's going to try and deck you in the face with multi-attack.
Oh,
All right, and he got a 21.
yeah, that's gonna hit. Okay, so I gotta take 8 damage.
So just think like X gonna give it to you, and he freaking headbutts Ozen the Oozin, and then he goes in for a jab to Ikari's chin. After y'all write that damage down, it is now Gabe's turn actually to retaliate.
Let's see. Alright, now actually taking damage. I am kind of pissed. And I'll say, alright, it's time to get serious. Use last key points and go for the Fury of Blows for the last time.
That's my rodent.
Alright, I got a dirty 20, a 15, and a 17.
The dirty 20 hits. Go ahead and roll.
God.
Alright. It's a 5.
5 damage. That's okay. So,
Gabe, you've already done infinitely more damage than I have.
again, you see him dodge all of your jabs until you get a slashing attack in on his face, and you make his wound on his cheek that much bigger.
Yeah.
But after that, after all that dodging, you notice that he is completely exhausted. You see him breathing so hard that his chest plate is moving with his breaths, and you see him profusely sweating all over the floor and bleeding all over the place. So it is now Zane's turn.
I'm gonna try and do some psychic damage to him and shove the blade of my sword up his ass.
Nah.
What?
And finally, a 23. You're making some hobgoblin shish kebabs. It's a 1d12 plus 8. It's a 3 plus 8. 11?
3 plus 8? Oh my gosh.
It's the sword you gave me.
That's crazy.
It's the great sword of Del Fondo that I got from charming him.
You pull out of your gut the great sword that you acquired an episode ago, and you try to stab it up his butt, but you just barely miss. You still stab him in the cheek, and he hollers in pain, and he looks at you with blood red eyes.
I thought you died from that. Honestly, I kind of feel bad.
If that were me, I'd also take that. I'd also be upset. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, for real, like, to level with you, I've been looking at you because I've been kind of waiting for you to die, and the fact that you haven't, I actually feel kind of bad. So I'm just gonna pull it out, okay? So, like, deep breaths.
You pull it out, and he is completely exhausted, and he starts like banging his fist on the ground. Ball shot. He is gonna point his staff at the general, and then he's going to make a motion like he's grabbing into a crack and ripping into it. And what that does is you see the cut on his butt, and it starts bleeding profusely. He casts Hemorrhage again, and he's actually going to upcast it. So why do I keep on doing this? All right, I got 8 damage. I chose bad placement for that, didn't I? Anyway, you see the wound that you've created, Zane, and it starts bleeding much more than it did before. Now he's going to drain the life force.
Oh dear. Turn him into beef jerky.
And that is a 17. He saves. So he tries to absorb his life force, but it fails. The hobgoblin's willpower just breaks free of the enchantment. We're now at the top. It's now the hobgoblin's turn. The hobgoblin, he's going to try and stand up and uppercut you, Zane.
Go! I'm the one person who apologized.
That was 14. So he goes for an uppercut and misses. I don't care too much for your apology.
But you just tracked me down across the distance.
I have to avenge my people. You've dishonored me. You've killed my entire party and destroyed the Tower of Dominara.
Dishonored? Not my fault. I just had to get rid of you. It's just inconvenient that you came betwixt my cheeks.
After that uppercut, what's everybody's passive perception?
Mine is a 13.
Ooh, with a 13, you definitely see this. Zane?
Well.
Okay, yeah, you see this as well.
Ooh.
You see him getting a little bit dizzy. Kind of swaying side to side. He can't really stay upright.
Let's see. Looks like the only other action I have left that's not like Fury of Blows or something, at least this one doesn't take any key points. And going to choose to do a gore attack.
Ooh.
What does that do?
The target must make a successful DC 14 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed for 1 round. While charmed, will perceive 1 random ally as an enemy, which, I mean, he doesn't have any allies around, so that's not gonna... But the +6 to hit is gonna help. I'm seeing, but that is gonna be a 23 on the attack roll.
That definitely hits. Roll damage, and then I have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. I had 2 back-to-back 1s on the damage.
What about the psychic damage? Because I failed.
Let's see.
18?
18 total.
So earlier, Ozin, he put a crack in the chest plate. You take your claws from your right hand and you thrust them into the crack, piercing his chest. And then you pull out and you see flesh and hair on your claws as you ripped out a piece of him. He drops down to one knee and you hear him start to cry. He says, "My people, I don't give a crap about them. I don't know why I'm doing this. They stuck me in that stupid train with those stupid goblins. I can't believe it. Just leave me out here in the desert to die. This is terrible.
I got
crept out. I got crept out by some sort of dung. And I'm just a worthless general. Please, just let me out here to die, please."
Save your crocodile tears. I gave you a chance. Now face the consequences of your actions.
He says, "Just end it, please. Just end it when I'm not looking, please."
Oh, I will. Ikri, peel his eyelids back so he can see this.
Oh my gosh.
I got personal beef now.
Zane, it actually is your turn, but before you go, Balshot, he says, "Wait, we might be able to use him to our advantage."
You gotta be kidding me.
Here, wait,
like,
hold on.
Great sword in hand, well overhead.
I was gonna say, who was the one that revived us again?
Because I am pissed off to the octillionth degree.
Karnak, you don't remember your... Oh, I guess you wouldn't remember your master's name because you ain't a part of it anymore.
I was like, I was trying to ask that character out a question because I forgot what to say. But in character, I'll be like, yes, you see, hold on. Look at him. He's been we were hard. It was hard for us to get past him. Why don't we have him be turned with us and become our ally?
I'm about to cut his fingers off so he can never wield a blade again.
Please, just do whatever you wish. Just leave me alone in this desert afterwards to perish in the desert.
You're so pathetic. I won't even get any enjoyment out of killing you. I see
it could be
my
useful
great sword
to Karnak.
Balshot, he uses his quarterstaff to kind of help himself over to you guys. And he points the tip of his staff towards the hobgoblin's face. He says, "This outpost that we're going to, do you know anything about it?" What outpost? You know.
I want to kill you so bad. You piss me off.
the Balshot says, "Don't worry. We'll get from him what we need. But first, this could aid us." Remember what Karnak said. He said that this camp is heavily guarded. We're on this trail. We're going to see an outpost down this road. Do you know what I'm talking about? And he says, "Yes, it's Fort Varnes. They're doing research there on Madman's Crypt. What would you want with that? There's nothing of any importance there." Balshot then motions for you guys to huddle up.
On my way.
If this guy is a general, then he could have some pretty important stuff. I'm not saying that we recruit him or even make him our friend, but we could at least get as much information out of him as possible before we kill him.
Yeah, no, that's true. You and Ikari, you guys are smart. You can read his mind or something. You know, like twiggle my fingers as if to cast magic.
Like, I don't know about Rita's mind, but we can try to get something out of him.
I can surely open his mind.
Valshot then says, I'm not much of a talker. I don't really have any magic that'll convince him. However, Ikari, whatever thing you just did, you completely made him change sides. I mean, he's on the ground whimpering and crying, and just a few minutes ago he was attacking us with the might of 1,000 men.
I'm talking about that magic.
Before we inevitably take his life, why don't we try and get some more information out of him?
I suppose.
So he removes himself from the huddle and just kind of stands back.
I guess it's up to me to do the interrogation.
Oh, fret not. I'll take great enjoyment in this. As I like crack my knuckles walking towards him.
All right. What do you want?
I'm gonna grab his dirty, greasy hobgoblin hair and yank his head back and go, "What's your name, friend?"
My name is General Huxo.
General Homo. Nice to meet you. Listen, mate. There is a slim, and I mean slim chance you can see your mother, daughter at the end of this day. But you gotta give me some fantastic information. Understood?
To be honest, I don't really care about my people right now. But I'll give you anything you need. I guess it's the least I can do for my miserable final moments.
I suppose that suffice.
He continues on. Fort Vornis, it's commanded by Thragor. He's not much of a scientific nerd himself, but he really does care about his mission. He wants to prove to the War Council that he's nothing more than just a simple grub. You see, he's one of the only hobgoblin generals who was not born into his position. So,
are you telling me you were born into nice, proper, and fancy into your position?
I mean, we all are. Ask any goblin or hobgoblin, and they'll tell you which caste they were born into.
I'm gonna kill this guy. You cool with that? Put my thumb towards him.
That's just our cult. He says that's just our culture. But he takes it very seriously. He wants to prove to the rest of the Kondrak War Council that he's worthy enough to be on the council. So he heads the scientific study of Madman's Crypt.
Fantastic. Again, Ballshot, I cannot stand people with the leg up in this world. I am... if I wasn't pissed off before.
Listen, it's not like I didn't do my fair share of work. We might be born into a caste system, but I still worked really hard for this position.
I'm about to make you the untouchable caste after I'm done with you.
Ew. oh gosh. He continues, wait, one more thing. Madman's Crypt. Every hobgoblin that enters, they go mad, and they're placed into jails in the premise. And then the goblins, they disappear. Nobody has seen them. Every time Thrallgor comes back with a report, it's always devastating and heartbreaking. Like, he hasn't even been inside the dungeon yet, and he's lost more men than any of us can count just with his stupid scientific research. But one more thing. Thrallgor, he's one of the most violent of us all. He will send 1,000 men to their graves just to reclaim 1 inch of the battlefield.
Noted.
I mean, when you're born into the Crimson Legion, all you know is war from birth to death.
Ikari, please help me. I'm trying to keep my bias from letting it take over and kill this guy. I need you. I just need to take 5. I was just gonna walk away. He can't handle this. He wants to kill him so bad.
I'll step in. I'll take over from here.
Oh, thank you, Ikari. I'm so close to just taking my gooey thumbs and plunging them into his eyes. I'm gonna go Got the sand snails out here.
I took care of my goblins. I didn't just send them to their graves like most of the War Council does. They just say, "Oh, little goblin, just go die in a hole somewhere. Oh, hobgoblin and Crimson Legion, why don't you just go die in a hole somewhere?" No, I actually took care of my goblins. We ran that tank well. But being put on that tank was one of the worst things that War Council ever did to me. In fact, I'm enraged. I want revenge. But
revenge.
if you decide on it, if you truly believe that I deserve nothing but death, go ahead and slit my throat here before I do it myself.
I was gonna say, there might be a chance for you to get revenge. If that is truly what you really want.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Paul, nat 20.
About time we had a decent roll.
Yeah, he's being truly authentic. You have broken him to the lowest point any humanoid can be broken to. And he's being truly authentic.
No waterboarding needed.
No tortures required.
Well, y'all basically tortured him.
Whoa! These were all
We just
humane
fought and
acts.
he almost lost.
They just didn't want to lose. I took it like a champ.
Yeah.
Okay, cleave down.
He seems genuinely on our side about this.
Don't care. Probably gonna kill him.
Okay, so Balshot, he walks behind the general and puts his hands on the shoulders of the hobgoblin general. You see his kind of slim, ghoulish hands for the first time, and he says, "You've been a great asset to us. You will be engraved in the Hall of Fame in Karnak's new empire." And then you see him drop his right hand to his side, and then he pulls out a ceremonial dagger, and he slits the hobgoblin general's throat. And then he rolls the general on his back, and he's going to cast Gentle Repose. You touch a corpse or other remains. For the duration, the target is protected from decay and can't become undead. Then he's going to swirl his hand in a circle, and you see the body levitating. He looks to you guys and says, "Karnak may have some use of this yet. I will take care of the body as we make our way to the next location."
Oh, noted. Thank you. That was rather pissing me off.
Now we shall have a new member for Karnak to have fun with, as well as our party.
I will try and restrain myself.
So, you guys then begin traveling. Yippee! So, I rolled on my encounter table since you guys are in the great wilderness of Del Fondo. So, you guys are walking down the road to Fort Vornis. Remember that. Write that down in your notes. You see a hooded figure throwing up a sandstone stone, just throwing it up in the air and catching it like a baseball. You see one arm behind his back, and he's just kind of doing it, just kind of doing something
Playing
recreational.
some tricks with it.
Yeah, trying to make the time go by. And he looks over to you guys, and you immediately know who it is. It's Daddy Karnak.
Ozen actually makes that noise, throws his hands up. Yeah! That's probably a more accurate representation.
I guess I would be kind of excited too, because I'm like, oh, I just potentially helped get you a new member to the undead team. Here, maybe I'll get some rewards for this.
All three of you approach him, and he goes, welcome, Ikari, Ozen, my son. Welcome back. I'm glad that you guys got back on the path. I hope my punishment wasn't too severe last time.
Could have lightened it up a little bit.
Yeah, after a little bit of breathing exercises, I realized that I may have been a little bit too harsh. But anyway, ooh, what is this you bring me? And you see Balshot just kind of using the force to push the floating body towards Karnak.
I want to kill it, sir. Raising my hand.
Like, I told him not to, that he could be useful to you.
Oh, a present. Balshot then relays he was relentlessly attacking us, chasing us down to the ends of the desert, and then we finally stood up to him, and then we gathered some information on Fort Vornis.
Oh, you did you? Well, I truly appreciate the present. He says, "Here, take this."
And he wafts his hand, and you see a green flame produced from his fingertips waft in the air. Balshot and Ozen both take 8 points of temporary hit points.
I thought you were gonna say 8 points of damage, and I was like, "Well, I'm down again."
No, you get 8 points of temporary hit points.
Nope.
You guys have done a mighty fine job. And,
Yes, I'll take this guy. And you see him grab the air and do like an X motion with his fists, and the body teleports.
and this thing, I'll study it. Maybe even bring him back to life. He could be a great use of espionage and getting into society, reestablishing life and undeath. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. He will be of good use to us. Now, whenever y'all acquire the artifact of control,
Like, while he's talking, I'm just gonna be kind of like looking over and be like, Balshot. I'm losing got a bow. Where am I?
Why did I get mine? You can ask him.
I probably will once he is done talking.
Karnak says,
after you retrieve the relic of control, meet me on the southeastern border of Delfondo, the border that borders Leku. If you survive the dungeon, I will be there waiting. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
and then he bloom disappears.
Spankarius has just stolen one of your horses and taken it east, as he announced. You could chase after him or you can go north, but I think the party has decided to go north. So you guys are now gearing up your horses, and you realize that the guards from Fallhearth prepared a day's worth of food per person per horse. So now you only have enough meals for 2 out of the 3 of you.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be fine. If I have to cook something up on the road, I'll be more able to. It'll be fine.
There you go. Staying positive as Flint always does. So you guys then pony up and ride. You guys get on the horses and start heading towards the north,
Now
which
the
is where
question is,
Fallhearth
who is on who? We got 2 horses.
That is a good
Flint
question.
is willing to share. And we need to figure out if Udo's riding by himself or what's our sitting arrangement here.
Uda is probably going to ride with Flint because he's got a little bit of disdain. Not disdain, but he's a little bit reluctant to ride with Vargyr because of their argument earlier. So he rides behind you, and you start trotting along the road. I'm going to roll on my encounter table. You see the evening sun burning as it slowly sets, and you get the image of the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen in Rickloff. So, both of you will get a point of inspiration.
Nice.
You can use this inspiration on attack rolls, saving throws, or skill checks. So, as you make your way down the path, admiring the sunset, you notice glistening in some blood is the empty space that was housed by the cultist you killed earlier.
Yeah, prior to the second group.
Yeah,
Correct.
Either some animal dragged it away, some people, or some enemies dragged it away. Who will know?
He'll be fine.
Do you guys hop off and investigate, or to continue on?
Probably nothing, because we kind of checked over the last one we first encountered him anyway, so I really don't see any
Yeah, let's just move on.
reason why. We'll
Okay.
just keep on rolling.
And as you guys move on, you then find the gargling black liquid from the next group, and you notice that their bodies are also gone as well. Only blood and the black sludge are left.
No reason to stop. I don't think. We'll just keep on going.
Just keep on going. I didn't see anything. So you guys then continue on to the night. It is now the dead of night by the time you arrive to Fallhearth. You notice that there are more guards and more men with torches patrolling the area. Also a strange sight, you notice the bailiff as well, sitting there with his torch, looking over some plans with the other guardsmen. He notices you and shouts to you in excitement.
Well, since we're passing on Fallhearth, I assume, because we're heading north anyway, it wouldn't hurt to stop on by to inform him of the situation that happened at the capital, that basically we weren't informed, we weren't able to get an audience with the king for reinforcements.
Yeah, what's his
We might
face
as well.
wouldn't even let us pass.
The bailiff, once you guys huddle up, his face immediately goes from happiness to sorrow. So we're alone.
Unfortunately, that is correct. We tried, but the advisor basically shushed us off, and we weren't allowed any access or a chance to inform the king for reinforcements.
Yeah.
That puny little knife-ear man. We call this the Empire of Humanity, yet we let people like him hold high positions in the council. This is pathetic. How could
But-
Emperor Phelan ever let this happen? I know his father, Yalwerk, wouldn't have let this happen.
But say, has there any been previous instances where the advisor has basically gotten in the way of things that you happen to know of?
During meetings where all the town leaders gather in the castle, yes. Always flaunting his reputation. Towering over people, bullying people, trying to get his way, all in the name of Emperor Phelan. But like I said, we're calling this the Empire of Humanity, yet we have some high elf bullying us and pushing us around. And now our town will starve. We have no supplies ever since the incident. The cultists could be anywhere. You told us that one got away in the woods, even being bound, and according to the map, they are everywhere, especially in northern Rukloff. I have a proposition.
And what is your proposition?
So I actually studied the map that you handed me, and I know where one of the camps is located.
Which of the camps? Are you talking about the one that's directly south of here in the forest or outside of town, or a different camp?
Yes. Well, I've got information on that as well. It's a pick your poison type of deal, but obviously I cannot send any of my men into the woods to go hunt them down. If they do, they will have a disadvantage because it seems like these people know the area very well. Although we have veterans amongst our guards. I mean, if there's an army of people who've studied the forest, we're going to be greatly outnumbered and leave the town defenseless. So, like I said, it's a pick your poison, but you could either buy us some time if you're too busy and go to the southern camp, do what needs to be done, wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Or it seems like here on the map that north of here, there is a building that they are considering their headquarters. And I know the building as well.
Well, I look towards Vargyr and Uda as we're heading north anyway. Do you want to stop here and get a little bit of information about that particular castle?
We could also probably pick up more supplies too.
Just a little bit, but either way, we can also make stuff on the way if we need be.
We
Yeah,
can go
and
take
then-
care of this camp either way, so.
Yeah, there's just a question, do we have time to do both? Which I think we could, but it's a matter of urgency, as do we need to go to that castle first or head to
If you-
this camp?
If you go to the castle, that was going to be the second option.
Yeah.
You could wipe them out at the center. Take out the leadership, the rest will fall in place. But I understand if you guys are busy, and I think y'all mentioned that
y'all. I think you guys mentioned that you were incredibly busy, and I understand that you wouldn't want to help out a meager town such as Fallhearth, but we're in desperate need, and you guys look like good people.
We're heading up north anyways, so I mean, we can go ahead and take care of that castle.
That would be greatly appreciated. Alphasius shines on you.
Well, first off, in exchange for us doing this, can we get some traveling supplies?
Well,
Of course.
we don't have to take much, just whatever you can. Because we can also make stuff on the road if need be. But anything helps.
So, I think this is pretty good timing. Both of you make a history check.
Oh, okay.
I got a proficient in history, so we'll see how this goes. Unfortunately, rolling is not good, so that would be a 9 for me. Yeah, I even have a +4 to history. I just rolled bad again. It was just unfortunate.
I got a 6.
All right,
Just
well then,
straight up.
both of y'all are out of luck on that then. So,
Yep.
he says,
Unfortunately.
yeah, of course. Do you guys need a rest? You can stay at the inn, and then we'll pack up your horses with everything you need.
I look towards Vargyr and Uda's like, do y'all want to head out tonight, or are y'all wanting to stay here?
We just rested not that long ago, so we can just leave today.
Alright, yeah. I guess on that note, we'll appreciate the offer, but we'll go ahead and head out towards the castle, actually.
So you guys don't need to gear up?
Well, gear up what we can, just for anything y'all have just by chance. Doesn't have to be much, but we'll gather what we need and we'll head straight over to the castle.
Most of the shops would be closed, but if you speak with one of my guards and told them that the bailiff sent you, then they should give you access to the armory.
Alrighty, sounds good, and appreciate it. And I guess on that note, we'll head on over to the armory then, and gather what supplies that we can manage.
Okay. Or you see him whistle, and he shouts, "Escort these guys to the armory. Give them anything that they need." And the guard shakes his head, yes, and then escorts you guys. You then make it to the barracks, and an offshoot of the barracks is the armory. You guys make it into the armory, and it's kind of small for an armory. You see basically the essentials of a guard. You see hide and half plate armor. You see some short swords, long swords, crossbows, and bows. You see quivers with arrows, and you also see rations.
Okay.
Anything more detailed will need a perception check or an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll make a let's see here. Investigation check, because with being an armorer myself, kind of see, well, usually not the normal person sees. Maybe there's a glint of something, and that is a 19. Real good at times. 17 plus 2.
Okay. Well, yes, with a 19, you definitely do. There is a short sword, and on the hilt of the sword is actually the emblem of Fallhearth, which is a bobcat.
Okay. Yeah, I guess on that note, I'd take a look at it. And
Okay. So the short sword is known as the short sword of Fallhearth, just plain and simple. The short sword of Fallhearth does an additional 1 damage and has +1 to attack.
I don't really have a huge use for it, but I'll mention it to Vargyr, see if he would be interested.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. So, Cody, you now have the short sword of Fallhearth, which does +1 damage to attack and +1 damage, and it is a 1d6.
And for me, my melee is my gauntlets, and with my gauntlets, I can add my intelligence modifier to it. So it's kind of, I don't really get a huge benefit for it.
Is there anything else that you grab in here?
I'll say definitely some rations of some kind. And would there have to be any like potions of any kind?
No, but
Okay.
there are herbal bandages.
I'll say I'd definitely pick up, not all of it, but like just enough for each of us.
Each of you have enough room in your backpacks to store 3 days worth of rations each. So Uda, he's just going to go right into it. But also, you notice something peculiar. He bends over and he bends over. He bends over and grabs 2 hand axes, and he looks up at you guys and says, What? I'm an orc. Now that I've revealed it to you, I don't really care about getting a little bit down and dirty.
I don't question anything. You pick up what you need.
He puts away his 2 hand axes in his backpack and around his belt, and he's going to get in the back of the line. What do you guys do? You grabbed I know all of you are probably grabbing rations, right?
Yes. And those herbal bandages.
All right. Is that all?
How many of those herbal bandages would you get? Because I know I will at least keep one for myself, because I do have spells that when we get a pinch or whatever, I could heal myself, including others. So I will give one that I don't need, but I'll keep one for myself just in case. So it's just basically whoever wants it, offering to either Vargyr or Uda.
Why don't you just keep both of them?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, if worst comes to worst, I mean, we have like one person carrying the medical stuff. So I mean, I feel like it's better that way than have it split, unless we're like really, really needing to. But
okay,
I think for right now, you having both is fine.
All right, well, I'll keep both then. Well, we're just heading to the north anyway, and if we need to reconvene with the map, we can always head back to Fallhearth anyway, and kind of regroup. As we have a town that we're pretty much familiar with.
Do we have a map on us?
Oh, but the scribe that the bailiff, he has it. We don't have the map. Unless we can go grab the map from him, since he's been able to copy it, hopefully, by now.
We can go see if he's copied it.
Yeah, we can always go take a look. And also, real quick, Judo, what would those herbal bandages heal?
1 would heal for 4 health. Exactly.
4 health. Okay. I was just making sure. I was putting it down in my notes.
Yeah, so you go back to the bailiff and he goes, good, you guys armored up. I hope you guys found what you needed. It's kind of slim pickings in there. I should probably give you guys the location, right? I just forgot about it as soon as you walked away.
I was just curious if the scribe had a chance to fully copy that map, by chance. But the supplies was perfectly fine, and thank you for that.
Sadly, not yet, but I do know where you'll need to be going. So it is a Alphasia temple. It is just almost on the coast of Rukloff. And it's actually so old that it's actually sunk into the ground halfway. A lot of people have avoided it for that reason. People don't want to get stuck in the ground in a sinkhole, or quicksand. But you guys should be safe as long as you follow the path and stay on the path alone.
Well, we'll make sure to watch out for both. But either way, we're going to do our best to head out to that location.
Okay, well, hopefully by the time you guys take care of that, the map will be done and I can give it back to you guys. He waves you goodbye. He says good luck. And you guys hop on your horses and move on in the middle of the night. So you guys exit east out of the town and follow the road, and it curves upward towards the north. Vargyr, make a perception check.
Out of 15.
A 15. Okay. So you see in the distance off the side of the road the Oracle smiling and doing 2 thumbs up towards you. No one else sees this. And what do?
I just kind of give her like a weird, like, I won't even really acknowledge her too much as I just go along my way.
All right. As soon as there's even a possibility of the other 2 spotting her, she poofs into a cloud of mist and disappears. So only you noticed her. You pass across the spot that she was off the side of the road and continue on your way.
Interesting. Okay.
So, is anybody religious? Flint, you're religious, right?
I do have a +2 to religion, yes. And for my religion, I am for Alphasia. That is my religion for that.
Okay. You hear an ominous female voice at the back of your head, almost as if Uda is speaking it straight to you. Flint, do you hear me?
And I look back towards Uda, is like, did you say something?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. Never mind then.
Flint, in your head, think of what you're going to say. Do not say it aloud.
And I try to concentrate. I was like, Okay.
Your horse starts veering off the road. Nah, I'm just kidding. Close my
Runs
eyes.
into a thing of cult members in the hoods that were hiding there.
Flint, you were never a devout member of my church, but I do appreciate your kind. Dwarves have always had a soft spot in my heart, and you can redeem me. This building that you're approaching, it's filled to the brim with those who wish to put out my flame. If you wish, you can bring a new age of Alphasia, Flint. The heretics have desecrated my temple. Push them out and redeem it to a state that it once was. Do
And
it for all of Alphasia.
And I will respond in my head like, I'll do what I can.
Thank you. And you gain 8 temporary hit points as you are given a blessing of Alphasia. I hope you guys know what you're about to get into.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I was going to ask Vargyr and Uda is that I can adapt my armor, the leather, and my gauntlets in a way. Do you think we need a more stealthy approach to this castle here, or should I keep it as I've always had?
Depends. Let's just look to see what we've got in front of us first.
Okay. Just,
We'll figure it out from there.
because it doesn't take me long to change it over.
We'll figure it out.
So, you guys are now trotting along the path, and you travel all night. Now, the sun is beginning to shine. It is a new day. You're kind of vampires now because you messed up your sleep schedule earlier by sleeping during the day.
It'll be fine. We'll
But-
catch up eventually.
You guys are leaving the tree line and make it onto a beach. And you see in the distance a very old set of ruins that look as if to be a temple. So this could be the sunken temple of Alphasia that Alphasia and the bailiff were talking about.
Okay. And how far are we away from the old temple?
I'd say like 500 feet.
Okay, so we're still far away.
You'd make it there quickly on the horses, but you're far enough to like observe.
Yeah, we have no cover if we go out there. So I look at Vargyr and Uda's like, all right, what approach should we take from here? We won't have good cover once we get out there, so should we leave the horses and prepare here?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep the horses here, and then
We'll plan on what we're doing.
Okay. So you guys tie off the horses on a nearby tree and regroup.
Okay, so what can we see as of right now?
Well, we are roughly 500 feet away, so
from
probably
the
not a whole
castle or the
lot.
temple?
From the temple, which might be the same location, like the same thing.
As a castle?
Because that's... Are you saying that the temple is the castle on the map or not?
Possibly.
It's possibly? Okay.
We don't know 100%, but the temple and the castle could be the same thing.
Okay, so can I see anything like outside of the building?
Make a perception check.
18.
You do notice something about it. So
Mhm.
the temple itself is half sunk into the beach. But
Yes.
you also notice something only someone with a keen eye as yourself could notice. You notice several deposits of quicksand around the complex.
Oh boy. Okay. So there's... Okay.
So I
Several.
guess that's what the bailiff was talking about traps on the way that are, well, by nature.
Probably. Is there like... What's the spacing between the different quicksand things?
They're like kind of spotty around it. You could walk on the road and be safe, but as soon as you go off the road, you're kind of walking through a minefield.
So like the road... We can get to the temple from the road. Like there's a road leading to the temple.
Right.
Yeah, it's either we go on the road towards the temple or we risk it and going off the road. So it's kind of...
There isn't anything
Kinda
else that I
pick
can
your
see, is
poison.
there, like around the temple?
No, besides the ocean waves pounding on the back of the temple.
Okay, so I guess we take the road. Right, yeah, we'll take the road. Better to be safe than sorry.
And now, are we taking this as a stealthy approach? It's going to be kind of hard to do so because with really no cover, or because I was wondering about if there was a need to switch my armor around, if y'all feel like I should need to.
You switched to stealth. I guess make your armor to work the more stealth approach, I guess, for
because
you.
I can do that.
Because me and Uda could just... I mean, you can make a stealth check to see if you can get up there stealthily. But I guess I could technically too, actually.
Because with the armor, like metagame-wise, I can get advantage right now with stealth with my infiltrator armor, but the downside is I don't have nothing to dex, so I have +0 to stealth, but I will have advantage.
Do you have a dex either way?
Nope, I have nothing to dex.
But you at least get advantage to stealth.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go. We'll go stealthy route and see what happens.
Okay. And before we head in, I'll switch over my armor to the infiltrator armor, which does change quite a bit of stuff. Outside of giving me advantage on stealth checks, because my armor does not impose disadvantage on stealth, and I will also gain a 5 increase in walking speed, and also, instead of my gauntlets, I will have a lightning launcher.
Okay.
A lightning launcher.
Yep.
I'm a little scared.
I can shoot things up to 300 feet away.
So, like, as an artificer, you could just make stuff, right?
Yeah, I can tinker a couple of things. Not much as of right now, but I can.
Interesting.
Like, for example, that also reminded me, I can also infuse one of your items, because I still have my armor infused at the moment, but I can infuse one more item if y'all want me to.
What are your infusions for, I guess, non-armor?
See, for non-armor stuff, I have Enhanced Weapon, which grants you a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Is that all you have?
For weapon stuff, yes.
Okay, can you apply that to my short sword of Fall?
I can. Any weapon. Can be a bow, could be sword.
This could actually be a good sword with that on it, too. Yeah, if you could infuse my sword of Fallhearth, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to. Then you can add another +1 to attack and another +1 to your damage rolls for that.
Nice, that's a +6 to attack and a +4 to damage.
Ooh, dang.
Infuse that right up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, Vargyr, your character feels very cold. You feel like chill go down your spine, and then you feel the spectral presence of Bemir. By the way, he's still here.
Yeah, I know, he's always
been
here.
It's been a minute since we've mentioned him, but he says, Vargyr, I feel it. Our mission, it's in there.
Is he pointing to somewhere?
He's kind of hinting at the temple, but yeah, he's pointing at the temple.
At the temple? Okay.
I feel it. My power grows as you get close to it. Grab it for us. And then he disappears. Okay. So everybody make a stealth check.
Gotcha.
Right. And I rolled a natural 20 for my advantage.
Nice.
So luckily I had advantage because my roll was a 7.
I got a 14.
Okay. Last one is Uda.
All right, Uda, don't let me down.
Okay. You guys crouch down and start sneaking your way towards the temple. You guys sneak into the temple. You guys are in the entrance hall, and you notice there are 2 cultists sitting at the next door frame talking to each other. So, the ritual. We got 4 more days until we start it, and then we can finally meet the Defiler. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. And then you see them continue on shooting the wind with each other as they guard the entrance. There's only one way in.
And there's just 2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of will whisper to Cody, Vargyr and Uda, do we want to take them out here, or what do you want to do?
We can try to take him out here.
Are we going to try to stealth behind them and try to basically kill them from behind, or are we going to try to get information out of them?
We can try... let's try to get information out of them, but if worse comes to worse, I mean, we could just, get rid of them.
Yeah, because if we fail, that would unfortunately alert who else is in
Probably,
here.
yeah. If we can't get any information out of them, then we'll just get rid of them.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just sneak up behind them and try to incapacitate them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as soon as you guys take another step into the temple, Uda accidentally
Right.
accidentally kicks up one of the floor stones. Intruders! All right, roll for initiative.
Are we still in stealth, or is me
No.
and Flint still in stealth, or because he saw Flint still in stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but would you want me to still roll for initiative just in case I want to do something from stealth?
Once you do something, you'll end up at the bottom of the initiative.
Okay.
So if you want to do something right now, you can.
Yeah, because I'll wait for the moment and see if I can't get 2 for 1 if they haven't lined up correctly.
So you're going to wait for something to happen? Okay, then Cody, go ahead and roll initiative.
21.
All right, well then you go first, the cultists go second, and then Uda goes last.
All right, so how far away are these cultists?
I'd say they're about 15 feet away from you.
Okay, take out my sword and I go and attack one of the cultists.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. You have enough movement speed to do so.
Nice. So what is that? I got a 23.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
Okay, so you lunge at him, holding your short sword at a stabbing position, rush into him, and pierce him through the stomach. And he grabs you with his hands in order to try and keep balance, because you've just completely sent him. Oh, I'll get you! And the other one shouts. So it is now their turn. The one that you just stabbed, he's going to try and push the sword out of him. Go ahead and make a contested strength save.
14.
He got a 15. So he does successfully shove you 5 feet and you remove the short sword from his torso. He's holding it, and then he goes down on one knee. He's gravely injured. The other one is going to lunge at you. So he pulls out a scimitar, and he's going to try and do a downward slash. And he gets a 10. I'm guessing that does not hit. All right, so he goes in for a slashing motion, and Bamir, he jumps in front of you with his ghostly presence and wafts him to the side, basically moving him almost.
So Bamir can interact with the physical world.
Maybe. You only know
Maybe he just shoved a person.
You only know what he's. You only know what he's told you. So it is now Uda's turn. Why, you little. All right, fine. And you see his illusion dissipate. You now see his hulking half-orc self. He takes his crystal and holds it with both hands, and he's going to shoot out an Eldritch Blast. Just barely. But Uda's really dropping the ball today. So he shoots out the laser. It burns in the side of the door, barely missing the cultist's head.
Are they having to be lined up in any way from my position, or would I have to move in order to basically line them up?
Yeah, if you would have to move, but since you're kind of in the shadows, you can get into a position where you'd line them up.
Well, I'll do that, and would there be a way depending on where Cody or Vargyr is positioned, is there a way I can aim my Ray of Frost to hit both of the guards?
Yeah, if you Ray of Frost, you wouldn't hit Vargyr, but if you do it because it's like a magic beam, it would only hit one person. The only way that it would hit both is if it killed him and went through him into the next one.
Because that would be my goal, is to go through the guy that's barely hanging on and hopefully go into the next. Now the next question is, since I am still in stealth, would I have advantage on this attack roll?
Of course.
Well, good thing I had advantage. That would be a 14 to hit.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's see if it pierces him.
Hopefully it does. That would be 3 damage.
Okay. So
probably not hitting the other guy.
What happens is you come out of stealth, you jump out of the shadows, shoot your Ray of Frost. So you outstretch your chest like Iron Man and shoot the Ray of Frost out from the center of your chest plate. It shoots to the injured cultist, through his cut wound, and at the next guy. So the ray of frost is so deadly that it basically chops the first guy in half. The first cultist's body hits the floor and his legs fall backward. And the other cultist takes 2 damage. All he needed was 1 more HP.
He was struggling. But yeah, but that will basically end my turn.
Okay. So you're now at the bottom, and it is Cody's turn.
All right, I run at the guy who kind of shoved me.
Oh, he's dead. He got cut in half.
Oh. Okay. So how does the other guy look?
He looks a little chilly.
Yeah, I gave him
slightly chilly.
Gave him a slight cold.
Okay, can I do a non-lethal attack with like the butt of my sword?
Sure. All right, so make an attack throw.
I got a, what is that, 13?
That does hit. You use the blunt end of your sword to try and knock him out, and you deal 5 damage. However, sadly, that does not knock him out. It hurts like heck, though.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? And then he looks up and sees that Flint has revealed himself from the shadows. Oh, I see. You're the guys who survived the attack the other day. And he notices the red dye still all over Flint. Oh, this is just rich. I'm so happy you came to us. He's going to make a sprint for the door now that it is his turn. You do have an opportunity attack if you'd like to try again, Cody.
Why, yes, I would.
Hopefully 1 more hit and he should be done. Hopefully.
Hey, here we go. Nat 20.
That,
There we go.
we don't even need to do damage, or that definitely knocks him out. So he's reaching for the door handle when you knock him out.
Okay.
Alright, and I think, well, we're still in initiative, aren't we?
Nope. Everybody is killed or unconscious.
Well, either we need to get answers, like maybe he has something on him, or we need to get going to the next section before anyone notices.
How do you need to tie this guy up with?
Yeah, I got rope. We can just use some rope.
All right, tie him up.
Okay,
Yeah, good
go
old
ahead
hog tie.
and make a survival check, Flint.
Alright, I have a +3 to that. That would be a 16 total.
Okay, and you do that. So as soon as you tie him up, you then begin to peer through the door. The temple itself is not that large. You peer through the door, and you see a round hall with 5 columns and an opening at the center of the hall with light shining down. And on that light spot, you see a large set of armor, at least 7 feet tall.
A bit for someone big. Okay.
It also looks nightmarish. The faceplate looks cracked. It looks like a plain, white, smooth faceplate with no eye holes, no mouth hole, and no nose holes. The rest of the armor has really sharp accents, spiked shoulder plates, spiked knee plates. The boots are shaped in a way that they can be converted into an improvised weapon. And then around the faceplate, it almost has a spiky crown.
So the next question I would have, if you don't mind, Judah, since I have, armor myself, is there any, can I tell this armor is old, or was it recently forged and made?
Make a history check.
And not good enough, probably. That'd be a 9.
A 9. Nah, I mean, it looks decently old, but you're not really a connoisseur of this type of armor. You've never seen it before in your life.
With it.
Mm-mm. But besides that, you notice that there are several people in this room meditating, kneeling on the ground with their face smushed up against the ground. You see them meditating. But at the center, around the armor, you see 2 individuals.
Lord. It's been curious in there.